The Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa, Bashir Jamo, says that the growth potentials of the maritime stakeholders for the industry will only be realized through the development of a system of harmonized port state control inspection procedures for West and Central Africa. The Nimasa DG stated this while addressing chief executives of all maritime administrations signatory to the Abuja MOU at the International Maritime Organization organized workshop on port state control for West and Central African region for heads of maritime administrations in Lagos. Abbas Ibrahim Dalibi has more.
The Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, who was represented by the agency's Executive Director, Operations, Mr. Shehu Ahmed, identified the importance of effective port state control system to the efficient running of member state maritime administrations.
The shipping industry in our respective countries needs us to be fully and regularly on top of our game, especially as regulators.
Port state control provisions are featured in the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea provision under the duties and responsibilities of flag state, coastal state, and port state, and it is also highlighted under enforcement in all major IMO and some ILO conventions.
We continue to work with Abuja MOU, the Federal Ministry of Transportation, and IMO to ensure that the port state control regime achieve the set objective.
Bashir Jamo added that Nimasa executes 4 legal instruments in keeping with international obligations, which include the Maritime Shipping Act, the Cabotage Act, and most recent being the SPOMO Act for the suppression of piracy and other maritime offenses. Also speaking at the event was the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Transportation, Dr. Magdalene Ajani, who represents the Vice Chairman of Abuja MOU and Honorable Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi.
This brings us to other reasons for the training, which is to improve the networking loop of all the maritime administrations in our region, recalling that there might be the need at any time, a need to seek the assistance of the next member state to apprehend an errant vessel.
On his part, the Secretary General of the Abuja MOU, Captain Sunday Omorin, identified the need for continuous capacity building and networking initiative in order to gain the support of top maritime administrations, thereby promoting productive working relationships, which will in turn benefit the maritime industry in member states as well as collectively.
Port state control is a critical element in trade facilitation and by extension, the quality of shipping and shipping services in the region with direct implications of, if you may, direct consequences to national economies.
Captain Omorin also disclosed that only 14 countries are presently conducting inspection in the region and called for a campaign for effective inspection regime with focus on standard of training, certification, and watchkeeping. Abbas Ibrahim Alibi, Trust TV, Lagos.